I went live on YouTube for 10 days, and here's my honest review. My name is Sami, and I decided to build apps in public, of course using AI, and I have zero knowledge regarding coding. So everything I'm doing in those live sessions, it's through AI, which is why it's a lot of fun. But what I've learned using AI and streaming live in public for 10 days now, that first of all, don't expect there to be a lot of people in those lives, especially if you have a channel with low subscriber base. So when you're a small channel, you don't get that much engagement in your channel, which is why YouTube thinks that this channel is not engaging very well with the users, so it doesn't push it out. So what I understood was streaming is mostly for audience that you already have to connect further with them. But since I decided that I want to do lives because it's an interesting medium, so I started off with those lives, but just expect not to get that many people in your live streams when you're starting off. Nobody exactly knows how YouTube algorithm works, but a lot of it is based around watch time, engagement, around users, so that they stay on the platform. So you have to kind of make your lives really engaging. But it's such a circle that you're stuck in when you're starting off, that you don't have enough people in your lives. How do you get them? And then you can start with the engagement, right? So starting off, I think the one thing that's really important is to focus on distribution rather than on streams. And what is distribution? So basically, distribution is how are you planning on spreading whatever your word is or your product out into the public. Now, in this case, it's your own live stream, right? So how do you push it into the public? So what I'm building in public right now is an iOS app, but I had to put that on hold to address this distribution issue. So what I did instead was that I pivoted to create an application that could help me with my distribution. So the application that I built to help out with this was basically an AI-based video converter. So its job is to take the stream, parse it, and then create shorts out of it. The only reason is we're gonna put those shorts in YouTube. So platforms like TikTok, Reels, Shorts, they're more distribution based. So basically, if the content is interesting, it sends it out to a lot of people. That's how I plan on getting eyeballs to my stream. I'm cutting down my stream into smaller chunks. The interesting ones I'm posting as shorts, and hopefully that's going to get more people to notice my stream, and then eventually get them subscribed so that they follow my streams regularly. So what am I building besides the distribution app? I'm actually focusing on building a recipe app. This recipe app will give users the ability to save their own recipes, copy recipes over from other websites, share voice notes that will eventually get transcribed into your recipe. That's a feature that's going to come eventually. Okay, so you also have to learn to be consistent and be okay with talking into the void. So you're not going to be having any users in the beginning. I had to learn to be okay with having no users on my stream, but what I think really matters is consistency. So day in and then day out, make sure that you're showing up for those streams, because that's a chance for you to improve. That's how I think about when I'm going into those streams without having anyone. So every time I'm thinking about new strategies that's going to help me with my stream. There's so much to learn. Remember to take it easily, because there's so much that it can put you under a lot of stress if you try to take everything in one go. So you have to worry about your YouTube thumbnails, you have to worry about what you're making, you have to worry about how you're going to put your streams, you're going to have to make notes. There's a lot of things, and if you're doing it for the first time, it can get very stressful. But just remember, take it bite-sized, take it slow. You don't have to learn everything. There's going to be a huge learning curve, especially in terms of the software that you're going to use. You're going to start having a lot of issues with your setup. I still have some issues. I did my 10th stream. I still have issues sharing my screen. Sometimes it's the voice not coming up properly. Sometimes people are not able to see the screen properly. So there's a lot of issues that are going to come up, but that's okay. You're still in the learning phase. The whole point is it's not supposed to be an excellent stream. It's supposed to be a stream that you're putting in. You're just putting in the reps, and eventually it's going to get better day by day. Don't expect to have a perfect stream the first time you're doing it. And it takes a lot to just get out there and do your first stream, because you're just putting yourself out there in front of the public, right? It's hard, not going to lie, but it's a lot of fun once you do it a few times. And it's a skill that requires learning, and then even I am not really good at it, but I'm trying to become better day by day. So that's the mindset that you should go into this with. Also, being open to the audience, I think, is really important. Just let them know that's your first time doing these streams. For me, I'm also building in public for the first time, and I have zero coding experience. So I do let my audience know all of this so they can set their expectations accordingly. I'm not promising the world to them. I'm telling them I'm just learning. This is my journey. Feel free to stay with me in this journey. That's my whole mindset around this. So that kind of takes off the stress that people have